Welcome to the Del training series on ADA compliance. This video provides an overview of the design considerations and accessibility requirements for pedestrian signals. Pedestrian signals can be added to intersections to provide additional clarity and predictability to users, which in turn can enhance the operation and safety of the location. The Delaware MUTCD contains the necessary design standards and operating requirements for pedestrian signals. Pedestrian signal placement criteria is contained in Section 4.08 Pedestrian Detectors of the Delaware MUTCD. Where a pedestrian signal is installed, the ADA requires that a clear space be coordinated with the operable part, and that it be reachable within one of the reach ranges contained in the Del Pass Manual. A clear space must be provided to allow the pedestrian to operate the push button. Clear spaces require a 2.5 foot by 4 foot firm, stable, slip-resistant surface with a cross slope of 2% maximum. The orientation of the 4-foot dimension should coincide with the direction of travel as a wheeled mobility device approaches the push button. The 2.5-foot dimension is the minimum width required to accommodate the width of the wheelchair. Consideration must be given to any maneuvering that may be required to operate the pedestrian push button, as well as to align with the pedestrian connection and the crosswalk. The surface of this clear space inhibits this pedestrian from easily maneuvering to use the push button and cross the street. Del Standard Construction Detail T18 prioritizes that the push button be placed so that it is reachable from an unobstructed side reach. An unobstructed side reach requires that the push button be placed within 10 inches of the pedestrian pathway. If the pedestrian push button can only be reached from a forward approach, then the vertical projection limit of the pedestrian push button must extend to the limit of the pedestrian path. Accessible signals can be installed to communicate information about the walk and don't walk intervals at signalized intersections in non-visual formats to pedestrians. The Department's interim guidelines for the installation of accessible pedestrian signals documents the Department's policy regarding the installation of accessible pedestrian signals. Here is an example of an accessible pedestrian signal that uses an audible voice to convey when it is safe to cross.
Wait. Wait. Route 1. Walk sign is on to cross. Route 1. Walk sign is on to cross.
This one, along Route 1 at the outlets in Rehoboth, is located at a mid-block crossing served by a hawk signal and actuated by the accessible pedestrian push button shown.